Hello everybody, and welcome to another Systems Technologies video. Now, we've got a lot going on right now. We got $103 million in the bank. We can see that's what we're worth. We're not at the bottom anymore. We're worth $105 million. And we have 10 products out. 0 patents listed, 100% shares that we have our own, and we do have distribution and stuff like that. So, and we've been trucking along. We have audio team, a 2D editor team, antivirus, operating system, marketing, support, all the above of what we possibly can do right now besides games, which we can do in the future. We are in 1988, and we've been printing a decent amount of what we can do. I think I can upgrade these guys. I believe new printers have came out, but I could be wrong. It could be 1990. Yes, I was wrong. I just thought it was 1985. I can upgrade to medium, but we're still with the small printers. Not a big deal. Got a lot of decent money within 8 years within the game, and we're doing a lot. So overall, in general, we're just continuing our striving success, buying stocks from other companies, gain money off of it, sell them, and put it back into our company. We still have plenty of rooms to use. We got 6 rooms that we can use. I do have plans for the use of them. It's just a matter of when I'm going to use them, because as you go higher and higher onto the building, the leases cost more and more money. So, and I have pretty much every team has a first and a second shift. There's nobody that has a third shift. Eventually, Sport will have to get a third shift because they've been doing a lot. So, and with adding everybody to this, so eventually they will, it'll be like a one-star team for support to help them with all of our stuff, and then they can potentially get education. But with 103 million, I could also buy a plot and build my own building and start from scratch, but I don't want to get there just yet. $1 billion, absolutely, we can do that. But with 103, yeah, it's a lot, but overall, I don't feel comfortable with that number, especially with the amount of employees. But I also did mention in previous episodes that if I were to start over, I would remove all of my employees besides the leaders and start over. Because once I have the leaders, I would keep the leaders because of they have the automation. And if somebody doesn't have the automation, well, this stuff doesn't automate. So in order to keep the project management and the automation secured, you have to keep the leaders. Otherwise, once they're gone or you switch it to somebody else, it kind of like restarts, and then everything else, and then kind of just have them as the leaders just to keep them with the automation, and create a design team, a program team, artist team, then support, marketing, and potentially law, accounting, and all that stuff. So that is potentially in the future. It kind of seems like I'm dragging this series along, like some other people have, like within a few episodes they're in the 2000s and whatnot, but I have decided to create each month is 8 days. Yeah, it can stretch it out. It may seem like a long time because it's kind of like at this point, I really want to get moving and get more technology that way. But when I started this series, 8 days, that way I still had a couple of days to bounce back if I did go negative or, in debt, so to speak. And within this series, it's been lucky enough we only went in debt once. But I've got the gist of the game. We're in this Hardware Inc. building. We've got some printers going on within these 3 floors. I could, get the next 3 floors and print some more and get possibly bigger deals, but or use the other side. That way it's less money on leasing. But the other side, if we stay here that long, is going to be made for the hardware, that I could do like contracts for the hardware and stuff. But those printers also cost quite a bit of money too, and it just seems like a stress when it comes to the hardware stuff. And the printing stuff is simple. It's you get the printers, you get the pallets, you print. That's it. So overall, in general, let's continue the striving success of our employees. That's finished. And then they have to fix some bugs on that as well. So yeah, we have Expert OS 2, the app shop, and everything else. And it almost seems like I should create a third shift team to sort through all these bugs. It's already in development. Alright. That's what our development is. Alright. So, and also like a third shift update team, because we're going to be wanting to port stuff. And I know Marketing 2, they don't have a leader. So I'll be doing their education, where everyone else I've added to, they can send 7 people to education. That way they can just do it and not have to worry about it. Update that. Is there anything to update there? Nothing to update there. And that product's already updating. Alright. We've updated that. Of course, there's 2 more bugs. That's usually what happens, is I will update it right away, and then more bugs just pile on. Not always the case, but it happens. And we got 105 mil, so we're increasing. We got level 2, some level 2 marketing. Overall, let's just kind of slow it down a little bit. Look at my releasing operating system number 2 is good. So why don't we and that, can do that. Picture stop is 2D, and they can do that plus Tiger. The latest antivirus, you can have antivirus, you can do OS 2, line. Go, the audio tool. Put it on there. Now, you're gonna be updating for days. car park. There's multiple floors to be filled with the car park. But yes, so that will be all the updating. I could create a third shift update team and just make the whole building like an update team or something like that on third shift to make it faster, but that would just be a lot of people just only working on updates if possible. Educate, multi-marketing. Those guys, they have a leader that can send them to education. So we're at 107. So almost at this point, we have update 1, update 2. And especially with some of the features that is too low. I'm sorry. It's either that or create a third shift, and third shift takes all the contracts, but within the contracts to make it worthwhile, since we do have high level people, is to have it $3,000 minimum. $2,000, $3,000. That's, and it's per day that we're doing it, so we're getting a lot with the deals. Accounting, make that a priority. Details, so that's being taken care of. Probably got some M2 that need to be taken care of. Or M2. There. Otherwise, they should be taking care of the education. They have the ability to. That's why I don't have the numbers. Just need these ports done. These guys are getting a lot of money. Employees. Can finish that. Must be updated there. Update that. Update that. That going. Thinking Expert OS, we cancel the support. Everyone's moved into the new one. So we'll cancel that support. Everything up and running on our Expert OS. Kind of look at. We're going to select all. Since I did do the whole. Yes. Since I did do the whole $48 is minimum raise per year. So we have Expert OS 2. It's made 14 million. Which is pretty darn good, but I was hoping it would make more, but it's probably going to make more. We'll see within the next day on how many sales. So worst case is we tone it down in price. It's $154. Support, that's too low for what we want. And we're not just gonna keep accepting just to accept. We've been doing pretty well. There's nothing to update. That's being updated. So, since the last day. So past month was almost a mil, which is pretty darn good. Kind of slow it down a little bit. We're still increasing in money, which is good. So office suite and educate. These guys all have their own people they can go to. So they come in the morning. They don't have a second shift. Design. Don't have a design team. So yeah, these guys come in the morning. They do what they need to do. And then they are off. So we only have one team for them and not a second shift. We probably should have a second shift, but if we had a second shift, then it's kind of just like expanding it too quick. No, I'm not saying expanding it too quickly, but overall in general. They're all fixed. They working on the next one? You're not. They're slowly working on stuff. Print job 25,000, which that has been accomplished. I think they're more focused on this operating system than expecting. 3D picture bonus queued, no. But design 1989 of June, expecting for it. Alright, so that's for the 3D. What about office suite? Queued, no, but September of 89. So either way, I'm going to take it a pause. We're increasing money regardless. So what we're going to do is manage teams. We're going to add two. I'm going to add that. That's 3D 2. Add that. M3. Add that. And we're also going to add S3. Add that. So when it comes to support, we're adding them to our stuff and not necessarily adding them to every single contract for right now, because S1 and 2 can do it, whereas 3 is kind of like for our active stuff that's right now, like this stuff. It's going crazy bonkers right now. They could use a third shift, and then marketing 3 could use a third shift for everything. whether it be pre, post. Gonna set them for both, and that will be simple. So we need a lead, service, high, socialization, HR, automation, but it's more like multitasking. And what's the old soul, fast learner? M1, very bad, but they're gonna have their own team. So M3, 5, you have socialization, HR, multitasking, the first one. So I will hire you for M3. Support also needs that as well. So I will add you for that. But when it comes to a lead, none is high. In level, some automation, and do it. We will do it for 3D2. Do some art, automation, multitasking. We just need the automation side of things, so she will be hired for that. Yeah. So what we're gonna have to do, S2, shrink you, gonna be in at 22 and out at 0.6, and have all year. And office software, need one. I totally forgot about office software. Automation, no new. We will have Dane Lucas here be with SD3. Software number 2. So we'll have that. These guys will come in at 15. And then leave at 23. 32 is the same thing. And M3 is 22 and 0.6. Because then M2 is going to be 14, 22. And then support is already there. That's that. So now we're going to go to room labels. Switch team. Let me do software 2. Let me do the same for this one. For 3D2, let me go down here for this one. We'll have a S3 and M3 in this room. As well. So overall, we will assign them to these as well. That way, if they're not being not being completed. By the time third shift comes, they can just do what they need to do. And then when it comes to our project management, and this is why I like kind of doing these things. I mean, you would mainly want to do them like outside of the video because it takes so much time, but when it comes to this, it's kind of showing you the time consummation of this game. Is fun, yes, don't get me wrong, and everything. I'm not complaining about it. I'm not all that jazz. I'm just showing by doing this. Take some time to do stuff, and just because they'll have a lot of tasks that it says it will have, but in all honesty, they're picking up what first shift is doing, and also second shift when it comes to post-marketing. So it may seem a lot, and also helping with these contracts, it will be a lift off of first and second shift's shoulders when it comes to all of this. Oh, I should probably office suite. We need office 2 on here. There's 2 on there. That's 3 on here. For that one, our stopper just needs S3. S3 on that. S3 is already on there. Yeah, these support 3 is mainly for the projects. That way they get a little bit of extra boost while the other 2 groups are also doing contracts. So they'll just have a little bit of a boost there. So they have that. They got that. We got that. So we have those. And then when you manage these teams, going to Office Software number 1 and 13, 8, and 4. 13, 8, and 4, but for specialization system to the audio network. So when you go to here, best and secondary, education, 7, 13, 8, 4. Specialization, take an out, system to the audio network. Oh, forgot to hit OK. System to the audio network. Pick fast learner. Nope. No. 3D1 has 13, 8, and 4. So they have the same 13, 8, 4. Traits, fast learner. I think it's only system in 3D. Yeah. And low. This one's easy. Seven. Service 25. Specializations. Marketing. Pick. Fast learner. That marketing only, low, and support, manage roles, seven, pick that one, not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one, and that one. This one, do I want to start low? Yeah, why not? 25. So that's done, that's done, that's done. And off we go. So they will show up the next month. And the reason being for antivirus to only stay one crew is because if you were to max out all of the stuff for the antivirus, it only needs like one crew. If there is a second shift, it would just make it a little bit faster, and it would just put more money into and just be putting much more money into something than what we need to be, and it will be less profitable. So is there a bug? Yeah. So the app store's been good. Just about 200,000 people using the audio. I have a print job, except that is no biggie. Educate and marketing. Service 1, programming. OS. So we need a lot of updates with all these bugs. I've been wanting to do them as much as possible because then more people will be on it and get more money from it. So let's see. Marketing has one person. Are they not finding anybody? Employees in marketing? Oh, so I didn't change roles. So now I'll find people. Okay. It's like, what's going on here? I didn't change the rules, so it kind of saved us a little bit of money, but now she's got 5 people under her, so we got 14 tasks to do, so hopefully they will do all. Yeah. Antivirus stopper 6, 4, 5, 5, 5, and 5, 5. Great quality. Alright. Well, it probably also doesn't help that update also does the project management too as well. So which kind of seems like we need a 3rd shift. Accept, and we will accept this one because this is 2,500. So we'll start adding 3rd shift onto these. If it's intolerable where our 2nd shift is unable to keep up, then we will add them to it, 1st and 2nd shift, because it is a lot of bugs that they're going through. So if I see a high number, then supports, we'll accept that. Marketing, we'll have 3 teams on this now. So we will implement 3rd shift as well on these. See what they can do. Education's been going pretty well, and now they just want other stuff. 2D2. Oh, they just went to school, so. D, 2D. Alright, our canteen's been doing well. Supports, it's under $2,000. Don't really need it. Yeah, it may help in the long run, and now we just are exploding this money now. Did I sell? I think I just sold. I sold it to Waker Shop. Now I have close to $200 million. We'll go to the end of the year. And honestly, even though I just added these teams, the antivirus is gone. Yeah, there were quick money. We no longer need antivirus. But it's one thing we'll just stop for now. And we will add them. To a secondary dev team, or we can add them to every design and secondary dev. Or no, that doesn't sound like a good idea. Or we can give them a game to make instead. That we are done with the antivirus. Because we legit sold our product that we made a decent amount of money on. Because I thought we were seeing support and didn't realize I clicked the button to sell the IP. But I got 20 million from it. And with that, it's a possibly good chance to make our own building, our own HQ, and hire people strategically. But I am going to sim until the end of the year. But also, we do have some projects like Picture Stop releasing 1990, and there was 2 in 89. So I think I'm gonna wait until 1990 to officially move out and build my own building, because it'll give us enough time, and we have 1.8 in our bond. We can... Why don't I do this? We are gonna put 1,000... 40 million. Yes. 40 million, 1993. We will gain money. It's not the end of the world, but that will be released in July of 1990. Let's go into it, into our investments. So we will see in time of how much money we can create in a year, and with our operating system up and running, that we just sold our kind of main franchise, the antivirus. Maybe we'll create another one. We'll kind of wait in a year of time. And our app shop is still doing wonderful. You got 15%, they're at 13. So still have a decent amount of people that sign. 22, they just started. They have one company that signed. I may just do under and do 12%, just to lower people and get more companies to sign on our platform, even though they already are on our platform. And keep going on the rise. Our stuff have been porting. It's been kind of on the slow end, but still moving up. They're on new operating systems, and people are buying them. So that is a good thing. We have to update that thing. Gotta be. Because 184,000 people are using it. But what we could do is got 100 mil. I mean, we have a team that's just kind of sitting around, which is the antivirus. We'll create another antivirus, but we're gonna do it subscription based. It's not supported at all. It is the anti-team. And they will make one with everything on it. Don't need a publisher, don't need nothing. Advanced. Crime Fighter, that's what it's going to be. Subscription based, $5. We're going to make it 10. Got everybody that needs for it. Network is not out yet. Just do Crime Fighter. Expert Crime Fighter. We're gonna change it completely. Expert Crime Fighter. Now got a new framework, about a year. See how far they can go with it. Picture stop 2. We're gonna add Expert OS. Add OK. Add Tiger 2. Okay, FrameX is already on it. Opti 3. And Tiger. Okay, we'll just add it to these 3. Analyze, apply, auto balance, next page. Crime Fighter. make an anti-team number 2 for it. Sport teams. So that's 1 and 3 and 2 and 3. Update teams. Rows. CM. Type is nothing. Server, expert live server. We'll do 50,000 smackaroos. Handle marketing, all licenses. This is subscription based, okay. Okay. There. I made that. And we're gonna add anti-2 to make it faster. Nothing, socialization, HR, anti-2, we'll do, you are a little bit lower in price, so we're going to hire you, manage roles. That's anti-1. Where are you? HR management 322. Oh wait, 664. 12. 4. Employees. Education. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 6. So 9, 6, 3, 9, 6, 15 plus 3 is 18. Perfect. I'll do 7 as well. Visualization, system, 2D, network. Secondary. We'll go to this room, switch team, die 2, and we'll go to crime fighter. speed up the process. Frames per season have over 500 employees. Excellent. We've achieved that goal. Nice teams, and it filled up nicely. Alright. That is good. And sorry this episode is being a little bit longer, but kind of showing you that this is all kind of time consuming with what I got happening. So with selling the antivirus and overall moving on forward, not creating Crime Fighter, being in the antivirus, and we are all set for the future. It is in the works right now, so it is queued for the design phase. 0 followers yet, and support, marketing, and all that stuff have been doing a wonderful job updating that. Have that updated because we have 188,000 people using our operating system, and hopefully within the year we gain a lot of money. I'll just simulate past this month, and we will see how much money in sales we've gotten. And now this antivirus is going to be subscription based, so hopefully turns out fine. I'll be working hard on it. Anti 1 and 2. Anti 1 and 2. Unless if I have to change it to a medium or something, because I really can't do anything. Probably should do that. So employees from this to this. There we go. Change to medium. Got new people right away because it seemed like they weren't gonna do anything. And I don't need people just idling around for nothing. 2D, educate, automation. It's going to be fully covered. Could probably end the marketing for that. Got a deal, a print job for 90. We can do that for you. And our last day of the month of January. The number keeps growing with using our stuff, so that is a good sign. And we're just continuing to grow money. Probably could add a lot more with antivirus, the one that we sold. Select all. Accept all. Okay, so print job, we'll accept that. small. Got $101 million. And then when it comes to moving to a different building or making our own building, because Sweet Bird's left empty-handed, which is what we'd like to see, as our security did a great job. But if I were to move the company buildings, I can move them into like these buildings that I have downloaded from the workshop. But for like the low rise, I kind of looked into it and stuff like that. Each floor is a lot of money. The Wolf building, yeah, I could move into that building, but then I can't do any printing, because I would have, there's only rooms for your software to be made, but no room for printing. So this is kind of the best setup that we have right now. We've increased teams, meaning adding a second shift or a third shift even. Kind of gone through some of the steps you kind of have to do when you add a team. Then you also have to add it to the automation side of things. And we also added $40 million to our bond. So, and that will be released in 1993. We got July of 1990 for our 1.6 million bond. So with adding 4 million, it's already surpassed the accrued interest, and I wonder how much interest we're actually making. Now we went from $2,900 to $69,000 with adding the 40 million. So it is compounding pretty well, to say the least, to help for our future. Especially with now I increased the minimum raise per year for $48. Will eventually increase. Eventually I want to do the Christmas bonus and everything else, but with this video kind of being a little bit longer, I've been kind of keeping it within a half hour to 40 minutes. I'm seeing how far I can go in the game, and we still haven't made it to the next hump of technology wise. I mean, I could add a team also, because we can do phones or consoles, I would imagine. A computer, a console. We could start doing operating systems on that, and vice versa with the project management on that. So yeah, we could add operating system team to that, adding a third shift and stuff like that. So for the next episode, we will kind of have every team work on the computer side of things, and also console side of things. So everything will be blooming, and that way we're on two sides of the spectrum with the console and the computer. So hopefully you enjoy this video, and if you haven't watched the ones before, I highly encourage you to do so, and have a good rest of your day.